afternoon, welcome back, surprisingly again on Canon Fodder TV, the channel for Arsenal fans all over this world. I said yesterday on the Friday catch-up, which was not an easy talk with my brother, that I wanted me going live. I am live. I'm live and direct from somewhere across the universe, somewhere in cyberspace. But I tell you what, we've got a plethora of new segments, a plethora. For some of you who are educated, that means a lot of new segments on this one. I do say it's going to be a short show, but you never know on Canon Fodder TV. But we're going to see you on the other side of this music intro. Yeah, you can never tell, man. Never tell. You can never tell. Yes, what's about to happen on Canon Fodder TV. But welcome back again to Canon Fodder TV. Yes, I did say yesterday, Friday, that I want to be going live, and on the catch-up, the Friday catch-up, it wasn't an easy talk. Well, it wasn't easy talk. But anyway, forget about that. Listen to this. What you can do right about now is subscribe to not only Canon Fodder TV, but also subscribe to Gündoğan Matters. I believe we are streaming simultaneously, for those who are educated, that means at the same time, on Gündoğan Matters' channel as well. So I haven't quite done, have I done it? Did I do it? No, I didn't do it. But anyway, make sure that you do subscribe to Gündoğan Matters' channel, as well as to Canon Fodder TV as well over here. Also coming to a live chat up here on this side here, not my screen, my TV screen. Coming to the live chat, I can see Gündoğan Matters is the first one in. The first one in. And also I can see I've got my original wingman, Monty. What's happening, brother, man? Luton Town FC, congratulations, brother. Congratulations. Support your local team. Bit controversial. A little bit controversial in saying that. And I can see Colin Young as well is also early doors as well. But do you know what? I think let's get into the first news segment. What is the first news segment of the day? Just trying to remind myself. Ah, yes. This gentleman over here, İlkay Gündoğan. Is he coming to? Are you coming, İlkay? And never cast-offs from Man City. He's a quality player. But do we really need another, I don't know, an well, he's not quite left the shores of Man City. But we've been heavily linked with him, much like all the other players who play under every other club in the world. But Man City ace İlkay Gündoğan makes final decision on Arsenal transfer before FA Cup final. The FA Cup final, the oldest club competition, yeah, they would have the claim of that, wouldn't they? It's happening today. But Arsenal target İlkay Gündoğan has reportedly made a big decision on his future ahead of today's FA Cup final. Man City captain İlkay Gündoğan has snubbed interest from Arsenal and will join Barcelona, according to reports ahead of the FA Cup final against Man United. The German looks set to be leaving the Premier League after 7 years, man. 7 years and counting, and is going to Barcelona. Oh dear. But anyway, I'm just thinking, yeah, quality player, but yeah. Could he do, if he was coming to Arsenal, could he do a job for Arsenal in the short term? I mean, how many players over the age of 30, and I'm no youngster myself, can we look at? I mean, Thomas Partey, we need a replacement Thomas Partey or someone who can challenge him. We've got Jorginho, and now we're probably thinking about İlkay Gündoğan. Could he do a job? I don't think so. I don't think so. I'm going to pass on that one. He's going to pass on that. But anyway, he said himself that he's going to Barcelona, not to Arsenal. Don't get upset, man. Don't get upset. Anyway, the next news segment is the club captain. You staying or you going? Are you going or you coming? What are you doing, Martin Ødegaard? Well, Martin Ødegaard's agent and Arsenal apparently, allegedly, come to an agreement on his future as PSG chase a transfer. Now, Arsenal captain Martin Ødegaard reported personal interest for French giant Paris Saint-Germain. Ødegaard's representative and also agreed that there is no rush to sign a new contract as both parties want the same thing. Well, what is that? Well, anyway, the reports claim that talks are planned to discuss an extension to the Norwegian's deal, but it may be several months before it is finalized. Now, I wanted to go in on this one, but I know my time is very limited on this live show here. What can I say? I might probably just echo my sentiments before. I can't imagine that Arsenal will want to sell the club captain, although I have said all players do have a price. They all have a price because they are assets. There are things that are assets for a particular club. But Martin Ødegaard says that there's no rush. There's no rush to sign or even talk about an extension, which kind of blows PSG out of the water. Martin Ødegaard is not going anywhere. He's not going anywhere. He's staying. That's right. I said it. He's staying. The next news segment, I'll do this off the top of my head. There's still no budging William Saliba. The guy wants what he wants. And going by the poll that we did a few days ago, I think you tend to agree with William Saliba that he is deserving of whatever money that he's asking. But I still think there must be an upper limit. I don't think Arsenal want to go over a certain amount. So the certain amount is, for me, £250,000 to £300,000 a week. If he's asking for that amount of money, then I think Arsenal might have to say adios and goodbye, au revoir. But I do like the player. But again, if he wants that amount of money, again, £250,000 upwards, I think that's the line where I wouldn't want Arsenal to go beyond. But who knows? There was also a video that someone put on YouTube where he went back to Ghana to see his family. I think his mother. I think it was his father who passed away. But yeah, I'm not sure. Allegedly, if he's back in Ghana. But anyway, William Saliba is not going to be rushed. He will not be rushed. Who else do we have? We also have, this might upset some people, to be honest. So brace yourselves. Grow up, people. Grow up. Kieran Tierney. Goodness. Well, anyway, Eddie Howe's Newcastle United are reported confident of signing Arsenal left-back Kieran Tierney, the head of Unai Emery's Aston Villa. The Times newspaper have reported that Newcastle United and Aston Villa are reported in a struggle. Yes, a tug of war to sign Kieran Tierney from Premier League rivals Arsenal in the summer transfer window. The report has claimed that Arsenal want more than £30 million for the left-back. They signed from Celtic for £25 million in the summer of 2019. Unai Emery, now in charge of Aston Villa, was the Arsenal manager who signed him at the time. And the former PSG boss described Tierney as a very talented player who will continue to improve on Arsenal's official website back in 2019. Now, I've said don't have any room for sentiments, but Kieran Tierney, I'm thinking, is the player happy to have gone down the pecking order? He did say last year that he was surprised as to how the Arsenal fans took to him, even though we knew that he came with an injury. But that's one thing. But seeing how you are no longer the number one because your spot has been taken to some extent by Zinchenko. So it was also reported that he was homesick, but Newcastle is closer to his homeland of Scotland. Scotland's a wonderful country, by the way. They went there a couple of years ago. But the news is allegedly that Eddie Howe and Unai Emery is in a tug of war for Kieran Tierney. So who do you think he would rather go to if he's not happy to play for Arsenal? If he is guaranteed continuous game time, if he can stay fit, that is, who do you envisage that he will end up going to? Unai Emery, who he's played under and he signed him, or Eddie Howe, who's relatively unknown content at Newcastle, although they have bag full of money. So again, I know this will upset a lot of people. Apparently, that he's not wanted. He's not wanted by Arsenal. Sad, but this is the nature of the business. If you can't do it, the club will get somebody else to do the job that they're asking you to do. So yeah, come in live chat. Let me know your thoughts about Kieran Tierney, man. Yeah, in, out, shake it all about. Can't get in the first team because we got Shichenko. I just made that one up. All right, so we continue. I did say it's a plethora of new segments, didn't I? And at some stage, I will do feature-length videos, pre-recorded content about İlkay Gündoğan, and the next segment coming up there, and also the video about Kieran Tierney as well. So last but not least, these are the Chuckle brothers, Mason Mount and Declan Rice. Got to take a deep breath. Declan Rice transfer preference reveals as Chelsea play hardball over Mason Mount. Arsenal summer business is shaping up with their midfield overhaul expected to dominate the headlines during the coming weeks and months of the transfer window. This has led a few names entering the fray for a move for the Gunners, with the main protagonists in Arsenal summer expected to be Declan Rice and maybe to some extent Mason Mount. With Chelsea, of course, is a childhood club and friend, Declan Rice. They could both end up at Arsenal. Declan Rice has given Arsenal an advantage over Bayern Munich in the race to sign him this summer. With the England midfielder thought to favour a move to and stay in the Premier League, Rice is age 24, has held talks with Bayern Munich, chief last week, as their manager Thomas Tuchel hopes to make him his new midfield linchpin. Bayern have suffered a disappointing season with a quarter-final exit Champions League, have approached West Ham in the hope of securing a deal for Declan Rice. Again, I don't know, man. I don't know. Where do you think the Chuckle brothers are going to end up? Your guess is as good as mine. So these have been the news segments currently on this. Well, it was supposed to be an earlier start. It's supposed to be 11 a.m. UK time. Then I changed it to 2 p.m. because I actually out on the road, stuck in traffic. And I said, no, 2 p.m. Let's do it now. Let's do it now. And also, I didn't do my research. So you probably see I kind of changed the thumbnail artwork. But anyway, that's the news of today. But also, I'm reminding you, we are streaming simultaneously, which means at the same time, on Guna Matters' platform. I think it's Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and what else is there, Glenwyn? I think there's another one. Is it? I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it. So make sure that you do subscribe. This is fly. Sorry. Yeah. Make sure that you do subscribe, as well as Cannon Foy TV if you want to, but I prefer if you just click the like button. But make sure that you do go over and subscribe to Guna Matters' platform, please. I do need to remember to leave the link for his channel in the live chat. All right. So let's do this. Let's do this. Oh, I can't do it yet because I do need to go into the poll. Now the poll. What was the poll question? Oh, I did one this morning. The poll question was in regards to the striker options. You know, when push comes to shove, because it is a business, and we've not won the Premier League, so something's not quite right. Something's not quite right. So if you want to guarantee more goals, who are you going to go for? Are you going to go for Romelu Lukaku, or are you going to stick with our marquee signing, Gabriel Jesus? So what I did this morning, I asked the question, as you do. And the question that I posed, the striker to get this time, choose only one. I'll tell you what, 2 hours, we've had 213 votes. 213 votes. Wow, that's incredible. And there's been 5 comments. I've not been able to respond to all the comments just yet. But again, who is the striker to get this time? I need to take a deep breath. So Romelu Lukaku or Romelu Lukaku or Ivan Toney. So 20% of the votes have gone to Romelu Lukaku, and 80%, I'm surprised actually, have gone for Ivan Toney. Yes, I know it's early doors, but yeah, 20% have voted for Romelu Lukaku, and 80% have gone for Ivan Toney, even though we know that he's banned, isn't he? Can't play until January. But it's early doors for this one anyway. Early doors. Okay, so how am I going to get back? Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Right. So now we can go into the live chat, I believe. Can we? Yes, we can. Okay. So you can continue to vote. Continue to vote, people. Right. So first up, who's in the house? Who's in the house? Who's in the house? Oh, who's that? Ah, yes, this gentleman who came in quite early, very, very early. What's his name? Handle name? Anyway, it says, big up Cannon. Was it Conmen? Conan? I'm not sure. Arsenal will be disappointed for not signing Manuel Ugarte. We have to watch how good he is when he signs with Chelsea. Okay. Well, no one can foresee the future anyway. Well, no one knows. And then we've got the man of the moment, Gunnar Matters, Glenn Wynn. Good morning to you. Or is it good afternoon? It's good afternoon. What go on, Alex? Kind of for your family. My original wingman, that is. Pop, pop, pop, pop, pop, pop, pop. Colin, hello, Alex. Smash that like button. Slackers, gently touch the button. No violence over here. No violence over here. Please give us some thumbs up and subscribe if you are new here. And Guna Matters, again, guys, subscribe to Cannon 4 TV and Guna Matters, people. You know it makes sense. If you don't know, you'll find out. That's right. I said it. Yeah. You don't want to find out, man. Come on. No, he's not. He's on his way to Barcelona. Yes, the Barcelona. Man City B team players is how we would catch them. Come on, man. Yeah. Cast-offs. Don't get me wrong. You know, Zinchenko and Gabriel Jesus are Premier League winners. They are. But anyhow. Martin Zubimendi, Real Sociedad as a central defensive midfielder is £53 million, much cheaper than Caicedo. Who might go for Chelsea? Yeah, I think I covered him last year, didn't I? Martin Zubimendi, just kind of fell off actually. Inverted thought process. It's tiring. This is why Arteta will not win major competition. He follows Pep's thoughts and will always be a step behind, or 2, or 3, or 4 steps behind. I'm not saying that. Yeah, don't try and say, oh, you know, Alex is against Arteta. Well, I'm one of his biggest critics, but I'm not saying that to say Arteta out. No, I'm not. I'm so tired of listening to Kieran Tierney leave it. Let him go and see how he will play against Arsenal next season. Oh, Lordy. Saliba is a £200,000 a week player, period. How much is in transfer fees, release clause, and wage to get a player to replace him at his age, skill, and promise? It's a no-brainer. But it is a no-brainer. But then why are we fiddling over that situation there? Pay the money. Pay him the money. Again, like I said, if you value him. If you want him long-term, Arsenal, pay the money, period. Newcastle would give him a first-choice football as they have no first option in the left-back position there. And as I said, you know, sentiments, you know, again, I know a couple of seasons ago, he did say, laid bare the situation where I think a friend of his or two committed suicide. He was worried about his own well-being and he was homesick. Newcastle, geographically, is closer to home. It is, isn't it? Just north of the border. So, yeah. There is zero reasons for us to worry on finances. My brother, we were talking about that actually last night. Arsenal not short of money, man. Did you see that in 2 days the new 20 broke sale records? Also, it has cash that will either go to KSC. Well, it will go to KSC's bank account or towards Arsenal. It won't be going to Arsenal. That will end up in KSE's bank accounts. We're not short on cash. Not short on cash, man. Arsenal, listen. Arsenal, Alex, listen. Come June 14, we must have at least 3 signatures over the line. Start early and concentrate on the most difficult targets. You make it sound so easy, Glenn, man. Yeah, 3 targets. Start early. Hey, M1s, what's happening, man? Rice, yes, please. Mikel, Mason Mount. If 1 or 2, leave a maybe. We only chose a YouTube and Facebook, I think. Oh, well, I'm streaming to my Twitter account. I don't think so. I made sure I ticked. Actually, I think it might be right, actually. I did my 3 and your 2. That's 5. Yeah. But anyway, there's the option to stream to all your... No. Well, anyway. Just like a trial test here. We need 6 to 8 quality starting 11. New competition to current starting with the players that are linked to exiting, making room for improvement. You are right, Colin. Technically, he won't play for 5 months. Worth the wait? I think so. Jesus is worthy of scrapping the grit off Lukaku's boots. Arteta would not be capable of managing the player of that status, though, proven already. Oh my goodness. Ooh. Please leave a thumbs up and subscribe if you are new here, and no for Guna Matters. Right, okay. So, yeah, I'm not sure how come we're not streaming. But anyway, Guna, I'm not sure whether you are able to go back into the back office, into the studio, and make sure that you've highlighted that we are going live on your Twitter feed. Every little helps. Every little helps. So let me just double check in and see one last time and see where we are with the numbers on the poll about, yeah, would you rather sign Romelu Lukaku or Ivan Toney? Romelu Lukaku or Ivan Toney? Well, the numbers have changed by 1% in the favor of Ivan Toney. Yes, he's now on 81%, and that's based on 222 votes, still 6 thumbs up and 5 comments. I haven't had time to respond to those comments just yet. But yeah, 81% of the votes are saying that they would prefer to go for an Ivan Toney rather than a Romelu Lukaku. Good afternoon, the assembled after Alex and the chat room. The rumors start early. The signing comes later. After all, the prime targets are gone and the alternatives are found. FC transfer policy. The rumors come first and the players, if we get the players, come after. That's a good one. That's a really, really good one. I like that. Seriously worried about the product we will see on the pitch after hearing that Champions League music next season. Something has got to give, or we will only focus on a single competition. I want my club to take all the competition serious. Elite mentality, man. You can't pick and choose. You can't pick and choose. Say, oh no, we're gonna win this competition. No, go for all the competitions. I'm sorry. I mean, the elite clubs, namely Man City, Pep does that. Hard and fast, man. Hard and fast. So I didn't realize it's the first time ever in the history of the FA Cup that both the Manchesters have met, and they're going to be meeting later on today, FA Cup final. But elite mentality are on the verge of doing the treble. So yeah, man, elite mentality. Don't pick and choose. Go hard and fast in all the competitions. Now, in regards to seeing what kind of talent we're going to see on the pitch, God only knows, Colin. God only knows. You know, who, if Edu and Arteta are looking at targets now, I always get the impression that they're waiting for the window to open before they can actually think about who they're going to go for. That's the feeling that I get. I mean, I might be wrong, but start your work, the groundwork, before the transfer window opens. Yeah. Don't get me started, man. Unai Emery, hasn't got a clue apparently. Yeah. Do a quick comparison. Emery's trophy cabinet and Mikel Arteta's trophy cabinet. Go figure. Go figure. Look at how many of the Premier League's best teams won the Carabao League Cup before going on to bigger things. Winning breeds winning. Winning breeds winning. A winning mentality. I'm not saying that because I'm saying, oh, Arteta out. You lot might be saying that, but I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. Okay, 25 minutes. Seems a lot longer, actually. Why is that? Why is that? Okay, I think, are we finished? I just need to double check and make sure that we are streaming live on our Twitter feed. Just bear me a second, people. Bear with me a second. Profile. Yes, we are. We are. Yes, we're streaming live on our Twitter feed. Okay. All right. Sorry about this, people. Just give me a second, please. Okay, just been a few more, I think. Unai is a Don. Make no mistake. Oh, I know that. I know that for sure. But it's not me needs convincing, is it? It's not me that needs convincing. And I've got to say this again for another time. Well, now is when I see people putting good evening with a B, that winds me up something rotten, because I know if you have seen the interview, I think Tom and Jordan, who used to own Crystal Palace, has got a new podcast called Upfront, and I was watching a John Barnes segment he did there, and John Barnes, oh my goodness, just had Simon Jordan running around his own tail, man. I forgot what I was going to say now. What was I going to say? I forgot what I was going to say now. Oh yes, so John Barnes was saying about managers that come from abroad. We think, oh, they're quality managers, but Unai Emery, quality manager. I remember what I was going to say now. So John Barnes said that it's not the board or the owners that sack or decide who's going to stay and who's going to go in regards to the coach or the manager. It's the fans, and that's what happened at Arsenal. The fans disrespectful towards Unai Emery. And I'm not sure the fan base, how many languages they can speak, because Unai Emery can speak multiple languages. But he's right. The fans dictate who stays and who goes. And then the board members and then the ownership starts to listen. But you're right. Unai Emery is the Don. Just look at his cabinet. All right, a few more minutes, people, before I wrap up this one. Oops, that's not it. Is that it? Has Win got a it's simple. I don't know what you're talking about. Evan Tony is the best and possibly a cheap target to get him over the line. Then do you know what? Glenn Wynn? When it comes to easy targets, Arsenal don't do things the easy way. We can see it, they can't see it. Actually, no. We can see it, they don't want to see it. Ivan Toney we've been talking about this how long? Ivan Toney, he's right there. Get him, sign him. Also, don't do things the easy way. Where is that like button, chatters? Wipe the sleep out of your eyes and smash that thing gently but quite distinctively. Pow. Don't want a dog. I have one at my house. I want significant cups in Arteta's Arsenal's trophy cabinet. Yeah. Likewise. Methinks that we have come to an end on this one over here. Oh, one more. Come on, guys. I want to end up. I need to eat something. I'm a little bit hungry. Unlike Arsenal, I'm not hungry for trophies. Brentford would let him go because they want to sit with the media asking all sorts of questions. Gonna win. Win will have his own line in Arsenal merchandise. Thoughts, if any? Nah, I don't have any thoughts on Win. Nah, sorry. Dearie me. So, just a quick heads up. Look forward to seeing a lot of content, live content, streaming simultaneously on Canon 40 TV as well as on Guna Matt's channel. Now, I know who are watching now, the vast majority of you, yeah, have already subscribed. But if you're watching on a repeat or a rerun or whatever it is, make sure that you do, excuse me, I need to sneeze, go over and show Guna Matt's some love. How can you do that? Well, one, you can maybe make a donation, although I don't think he's at that stage yet. But the easiest thing you can do, because it's free, click the like button gently, but also subscribe. Make you feel that his opinion and his platform matters. There you go over. It's nice and easy. Lemon squeezy. Go over and subscribe. I need to change some of the graphics over here because when I say, actually just do an additional graphic, that you don't only have to subscribe and click the like button over here, but also click and subscribe to Guna Matters. It's all you have to do. There you go. Now I'm going to enjoy the rest of my weekend. I'm going to have something to eat before going out to do a little bit of shopping and go and get go see my mama. And oh, by the way, so it was my sister's birthday yesterday, but today, and I kid you not, it is my brother Raz's birthday today, the 3rd of June. And he's celebrated a biggie. I'm not going to tell you which one it is because he ain't not killing me. He ain't not killing me. So I know my brother is at work. I have spoken to him this morning. He had no idea I was going live today. But to my brother, Ralph, love you dearly. We all love you to bits. He's an older brother. I'm not the older brother. Happy birthday to you, brother. And what I'm going to do, I think I'm going to probably screenshot this or record a screen. That guys, if you wouldn't mind kindly come in the live chat and wish my brother Ralph, Raz, aka Raz, a happy birthday. A big happy birthday. So there you go. All right. I promise you I will not be back tomorrow. Tomorrow is Sunday. And actually going live, I too am a little bit tired of talking about certain players. I'll probably need to give myself a little bit of a break before going hard and fast in a transfer window. Expect to see a lot of content creation, pre-recorded stuff about a transfer window. I call it the silly season. It's the silly season. It's almost upon us. So I need to limber up. Pow. Knock him out. Pow. Anyhow. So that's it. It's Cannon Fodder. The channel. Oh, it's not even clicking. It's not clicking. Let's see this clicking. This has been Cannon Fodder. The channel. Let me back it up. This has been Guna Matters and Cannon Fodder in association on this platform. This platform is done. This